Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Check, check.
They go play action now. Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. Brady going to throw. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one good for 37 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Had to get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now to have that opportunity opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first time. I'll find a new winner here. And he's got room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's in a full run by the time he gets the football.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. The Jets at 3 and 4 on the year coming into play. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
This is Wilson on the Jets sweep. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Rager catches it left side. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. This defense for the Colts, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
A quick throw into the hands of Rager. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now they are set up 1st and goal.
They'll run with Hall. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Wilson fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Colts pick it up. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's work done. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come to the...
Looking for Pearson. He's got him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Alec Pierce with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't call
that all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
In these short conditions, the point after is looking good. That'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he's got it to about the 40. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Wilson to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. third down. Here's Hall. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he's brought down here just outside the trigger.
And that's a good pickup on the first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. It's Wilson. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Yannick Ngakoue in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Third and long, it's Wilson. He'll fire it deep for Rager, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Oh, they get to the football, it's blocked.
I have to believe that if you're the team trying to block a field goal, you don't mind this weather. All right, the rain probably is going to help you because so many things can go wrong for the guys trying to kick the ball. It's as simple as maybe you just lose your footing. You kind of spin out like a tire in the snow, not getting traction, and you create a space and someone comes through.
And I think for everybody, snapper, holder, kicker, everything slows down maybe a fraction of a second. And a fraction of a second and a field goal try, that can be all the different.
I love how you described that. Everything slows down, but it's a deliberate slowdown, isn't it? Because everyone's trying to be more careful and more deliberate to make sure it's executed.
Down to about the 37.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know you're just trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Go, 56. Easy.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They run it with Hall off the option. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's got some space here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40. Being taken down. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag, so they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Matthew Ioannidis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They go play action with Wilson. On the move to his left. And it it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
They'll give to Hall. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. First and 10, Taylor now. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got...
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. To throw is Wilson. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Now Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. Brady now to throw. Rolling to his right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Well, let's see where they turn on 3rd and goal from the 5. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. his kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yannick Ngakoue picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline, and Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
They actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
50.
Now a play fake. Brady. And his throw here is incomplete.
Had the right idea there. trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Brady to throw. He finds Pierce. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Brady now on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him halfway back the midfield stripe. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Chase Claypool, 30 yards. And the Colts have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. The point after is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Being chased out left.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. This pass out wide to Hall. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shot.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They go play action now. Wilson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Wilson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A good return there, 17 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
On play action, now Brady. Out, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Regular. 72.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady. He's got a man, complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 43. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Brady. Claypool with another catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Brady going to throw here. And he's got it. Touchdown. Chase Claypool with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Ready?
And they take a knee. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Indianapolis, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.